You learn to say no by saying yes a bunch of times and then realizing you don't have any freaking time to say yes anymore. Then you got to make a decision. Am I going to do that thing? Why am I going to do that thing? And here comes intention. So important in life to have intention, guys. I remember times in my life that I thought I had intention and I didn't. Even now is a time in my life where I think I have intention, but really I could be using so much more of it. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. What does it mean to be sick? Okay, your health is waning. Perhaps you don't have the energy that you want to have. Perhaps you are perceiving reality in a way that doesn't make sense for you. It's not good for you. Tired also has to do with health. It has to do with mental health. It has to do with physical stamina. It has to do with spiritual health. Why are people tired? Why do people take naps during the day? Because they are not motivated. Because they don't have enough good reasons to stay up. They don't have enough good reasons to not take a nap, right? They haven't said yes enough to get to the part where they can say no efficiently, intentionally. So I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. I didn't want to be unhealthy and I didn't want to be tired. So I was like, okay, either I can go and snort caffeine all day, or I could have this internal flywheel that just constantly keeps me motivated, and match it up with some stimulants. What does that lead to? You might think to yourself, okay, that's gonna lead to a life where all I do is work, Turab. I'm not gonna be able to have the fun that I'm looking for. And I'm here to tell you that yes, you can do everything. In fact, you can literally do everything. It just matters how much time you have. There's only 24 hours in a day, right? How much are you willing to sleep? How much are you willing to actually put in the work? What disciplines do you need to have to make it so that each of those hours is actually productive for you? Well, if you don't have a good reason, none of these questions even matter to you, because you're like, fuck it, what I'm doing is good enough. And if what you're doing is good enough, go to the next video. Go to some other channel, seriously. If you're here to learn. You're here to be a leader, okay? Raise the stakes, it says. Without boundaries, life becomes noise, energy drains, and your voice shrinks. What you gain by acting: clean energy, clarity, courage, and the space to lead with kindness and conviction. Okay? You got to understand, guys, that when it comes down to the saying no philosophy, the actually having intention philosophy, it also helps to buffer against bullshit in your life. It has the incredible power of allowing you to do the things you actually want to do, rather than spending all of your time and energy doing things that other people want you to do, okay? That's the whole point here. And mind you, why am I giving this advice? Not to do what I'm telling you to do, but you are a leader. You are someone that's created some sort of organization, done some sort of initiatives, wants to make positive changes in society. You are the people in the world that should be doing the things that they want to do. Because ideally, the thing that you want to do is help other people, right? If I give you the tools to do that, hopefully more people will get helped and the world will be a better place. When I was in elementary school, okay, I lost my dad. When I was 9 years old, someone that would show up and I'd be like, what is this guy thinking? I just wouldn't know, you know? I was a little afraid of him, actually. I lost my dad when I was 9, and naturally, me being the weird boy that I was like, well, obviously I'm gonna miss out on a bunch of wisdom, right? My father passed away, crap. I should probably make up for that. So I went actually out of my way very consciously to go and talk to older people all of the time. And the reason that I did that was because I realized that they have stories and they have anecdotes and stuff that I can learn from. I've done this for 15 years of my life. Almost every single old man that I could find, I'd be like, yo, what's up, dude? How have you been? I kept on doing this, and I kept on understanding when these people said no and when it actually helped their life. Later on, I'm still working on saying no, okay? But later on, I started creating organizations, student organizations, because I realized that some of the wisdom that I'd gotten, perhaps my cohort would like. Perhaps I should create opportunities for other people. And I did this all the way throughout school, very, very important. Ideally, you're one of those people that have created organizations, that actually want to create organizations that will help people. Super important. Saying no is a subtractive process. I think the intuition when we're younger is to keep adding. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 might get me to where I need to go. The issue is that when you get wiser, it's all about how do I get rid of 1 plus 1 and instead multiply 100 or 2 times 100, right? How do I do that? You can't do the 2 times 100 if you keep doing the one-on-one. You understand? So you can be like, okay, I gotta get rid of the 1 plus 1, and now I gotta get into multiplication. The rate of change is directly proportional to the amount that you are willing to subtract. The bullshit you're willing to subtract. The bullshit you are able to subtract, because that's a skill, okay? So, you might be thinking to yourself, where do you get all this energy, man, right? What's the point of saying no? We are creators of energy. You might be thinking to yourself that saying yes is reckless. The first step in understanding when to say no is saying yes. And saying yes a lot. And even now, I try to say yes as much as I can because I have so much to learn. Saying yes gets you skills. The yes season is deliberate exposure so you can feel costs, find limits, and earn a truthful no. The most I have ever learned in my life is from saying yes and failing. Because those projects, those operations, those things that we go through necessarily teach us something if we're not idiots about it. Energy exists everywhere. Your job is to stop leaking it and choose sources that actually give it to you. Surround yourself with things that give you energy. And so you will have more energy. I surround myself with people that are curious, that have good ideas. Those people give energy to people that are looking for that stuff. Probably take energy from the stoner, but you know, don't be the stoner. You might be saying, being nice is the goal. I don't want to say no. Who taught you to say nice? I'm sorry, who taught you to be nice? Nice people taught you to be nice? Did your parents teach you to be nice? Did your uncle or aunt, did your school teach you to pay you to be nice? Here's the thing. If you don't want to be those people, don't take their freaking advice, man. Nice should not be the goal. Being kind should be the goal. Because nice, if you look at the derivation of nice, it actually means ignorant. Nice actually started off as ignorant. Nice actually started off as stupid. I'm like, okay, I'll be gullible here, I'll listen to your shit, but if I find a counterexample, I'm not making this mistake again, right? Don't be nice, be kind. The goal shouldn't be nice. Here's what this says, right? Kindness requires boundaries. Niceness without no makes you ignorant of harm to self and team. That's a big message boiled down. I'm gonna read that again. Kindness requires boundaries. Niceness without no makes you ignorant of harm to yourself and to your team. Very important. Be kind, not stupid. It has to be a subtractive process, okay? Step 1, my friend, you must go through your season of yes. Okay, if you're lazy and you feel, and you've made it to this point in the video, and you know that you can do more, you have to go through your yes season. The reason you're lazy is because you haven't said yes to enough people. When your professor says there's extra credit that's gonna allow you to learn something from a company that you have a potential interest in or no interest in, and you said no, you're gonna sit at home and waste that knowledge. Get into your yes season. Go and say yes a lot. Take on a bunch of shit, even if it costs you money. Like, go learn. Because what you have right now is not what you want. That's why you're watching this video. So go say yes. Go say yes to a lot of people, okay? Go say yes to that course. Go say yes to extra credit. Go say yes to playing a sport. What truly matters to you. Say yes widely for a defined window to flood your life with data about what truly matters. You have to say yes to almost everything that you can get your hands on. That is how you learn how to say no first. Step 2, necessity no. Step 2 is necessity no, okay? Start saying no because you must. Protect sleep, protect food, protect training, protect your focus, protect your energy. Out of necessity, you're saying no. Now, a lot of you are gonna skip step 1 and say, no, I'm here. Bro, you're not there. If you're watching this video, you ain't there. You ain't there. Practice subtractive choices daily. People, places, inputs, and habits that drain. Get rid of them. Get rid of your habits that drain you of happiness, of creativity, of energy. Get rid of them, okay? Okay. Now I'm gonna go on step 3. Vision and help. Step 3 is you gotta get the vision, right? You got to plan your life. You gotta actually write down what those things are that give you energy. Now you just go into ChatGPT and get it to ask you the questions that help you vision board, and then you put them on a thing. You still should have examples in your environment about whatever that vision is, some sort of mood or whatever it is. Really, really useful. Name what you want on your vision board. Ask for help from your mentors, role models. Ask ChatGPT. ChatGPT is one of the smartest things you're ever gonna find in your life. Build a circle that understands saying yes until no becomes obvious. Build a circle of people that are optimistic enough to have said yes for a period of time and still try to say yes. An energy-giving force. This is their 4th and second last step. Reassess on a schedule, okay? The vision boarding doesn't just happen once, guys. It happens multiple times. Think Again by Adam Grant. You gotta think again, guys. We're human. We are human. We have to constantly give ourselves a chance to learn from our mistakes, a chance to augment whatever it is that we're doing. We got to learn that. Reassessing, really, when you get too busy to even make the time to reassess, you got to make the time. You got to put that into your calendar to make reassessment time. Ideally, every 6 months, you should be like, am I going where I want to go? Am I getting the opportunities that I want? Am I around the people that I want? Step 4 is reassessing. Install a feedback loop so you don't get stuck at either extremes of yes or no. Revisit decisions weekly and monthly. Figure out some really good reasons, guys, to say no to stuff. Because there's gonna be some stuff that you want to say yes to, but you're just gonna have to say no to. And you have to have some really good reasons for that. Because, and here's the thing, the reasons aren't for the people that you're saying no to, you have to understand them. Because you go to sleep at night and you're in your own head. You look in the mirror, you wake up in the morning. You better have some really good reasons for saying no that align with who you are. And don't expect those reasons to make any damn sense to anyone else. But it has to make sense to you. Step 5, engineering your environment. This goes back to the people and the things that bring you energy in life. Formulate an environment that encourages this growth. Bring on people around you. Go and say yes to opportunities that are going to put you in those environments. Make your environment inspiring. Remove easy distractions. Use earplugs or headphones. Create or curate books and teachers who have done the work. You gotta be reading. Say no to inputs that have not earned your attention. All right, I think we're coming to a close, so I gotta make some really nice things here. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors. Keep them closed. The ones that you don't want that in your life, keep them closed, man. Responsibility, your presence changes rooms. Protect your presence. Protect it so that you can lift people. Humanity, be kind, not naive. Hold yourself with love fierce enough to say no. Go and find who you are. Okay? That's your real assignment here. Go find who you are. Get the data. Do what you need to do. Find it. Whatever you gotta do. Spend the time. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you. If you're looking to get in touch, I would love to get in touch. You made it to the end of the video, you're probably freaking awesome. So feel free to DM me. Let me know how I can help you in your life, okay? I am currently sitting board member of 2 organizations. I am a dentist. I'm a founder of Turabify Co. And I have some missions. And one of those missions is helping you. So you let me know how I can do that. Take care. Peace, baby.